Warmly welcome to the Shakmo English Club channel, a wonderful place for improving your knowledge through English.
My name is Phúc. Today we will discover visual representations of provinces in Vietnam. A symbol or visual representation of province is an image associated with that province. Many of these images are familiar to us daily, such as Dong Tháp Pink Lotus, Quảng Ninh Khâu, Tay Ninh Son, and so on. Thus, what are the meanings of these symbols? What makes it a provincial emblem? Let's explore together. And the first one is that Dong Tháp Pink Lotus. Dong Tháp features a vast total lotus area, more than 1,000 hectares. Lotuses may be found everywhere in Dong Tháp, from fields to streets, from offices to schools. Besides, Dong Tháp also has many lotus-related items, including seeds, stem, tea, milk, and so on. The lotus is not only used as nourishing food, but also transformed into pieces of art when used in calligraphy and painting. Lotus Left Calligraphy, Lotus Left Painting.
The Dong Tháp Party Committee, on the other hand, began implementing a project to create a local image in 2017.
Since then, the brand Land of Pink Lotus has been established to represent the land and people of Dong Tháp, people resilient, pure, and steadfast in the face of adversity. Along with building the brand image, the lotus appears more in the province operation, from logos and slogans to dynamic blazing simple pictures appearing in agencies, schools, streets, and festivals, among other things. And it can be said that Lotus has infiltrated the daily life of the inhabitants of Dong Tháp, as well as their spiritual life. So let's talk about the second one, Quảng Ninh Khâu. When we think about coal, we immediately think of Quảng Ninh because this is home to some of the country's largest coal deposits and output. Quảng Ninh processes around 10.5 billion tons of coal, with 3.5 billion tons of mining and exploration, primarily anthracite coal. Aside from production, Quảng Ninh coal is a quality leader. Quảng Ninh is considered the best fuel supplier in the country. Coal mining and export, as well as a concentration on various coal-related industries such as oil and gas, that has made significant contributions to building and developing the socio-economic of Quảng Ninh province, as well as enhancing people's lives. As a result, coal has long been regarded as a representative brand and a symbol of Quảng Ninh. Finally, how about Tay Ninh Son? Tay Ninh is a province with relatively high terrain and is landlocked. So why is Son, which is abundant in coastal areas, associated with Tay Ninh as an identity symbol? Originally, Son became a symbol of Tay Ninh due to the high production and quality of Son, as well as the brand creation and participation in export activities. Of course, Tay Ninh does not produce raw stone, but does generate high-quality stones. Unlike stone from other regions, Tay Ninh stone has a perfect blend of salty, sweet, and spicy flavors. No excess, no shortage. These flavors mingle and blend uniquely to create Tay Nin's signature stone. This is the stone that makes the well-known Tay Ninh stone brand. Remarkably, all raw ingredients for Tay Nin's cream stone are imported from neighboring provinces. However, that stone has played a significant role in the creation and growth of Tay Ninh, one of the province's most important aspects. In general, each province representative symbol is linked to that province. It's the local product and is the image that the government wants to develop into an emblematic brand. They are, nevertheless, all linked to the production and living, which are essential elements of the people's life. It can be said that the party committee and the people of certain localities have committed their tribute and respect to the significant contributing factors in the development of their province by choosing lotuses, shone, coal, and other symbols.
Thank you very much for watching. have a productive and enjoyable of learning and working.